around the league as well.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Some big guys down front on the block. Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. Edwards against Reeves. Edwards' shot is good.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot.
Here's P. Covered by Conley. Pass to P. Off target from outside. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Right side, Conley. Outside, Towns. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
It's a real challenge, a major challenge to face a big man who can shoot like Towns can. He stretches the floor as well as any big guy in the league.
On the wing, James. Three-pointer. And the 3 is knocked down. Deep ball good, and a nice shot from P.
Boy, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And LeBron, the only player to reach 40,000 points in his career. Clark, you're shaking your head. It's incredible, isn't it?
Absolutely remarkable, Kevin. And I did not think I would see it in my lifetime. 40,000 points. Just the sound of that is ridiculous. And, you know, he not only has lived up to the hype that has followed him since he was 15 years old, he's actually exceeded it, Kevin, which is crazy.
Conley's shot is off. So for the Timberwolves, their last game a win against the Thunder. Shoots over Towns. LeBron can't get it to go. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're trailing by 4. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, P in the last game against the Mavericks lit up the floor. He picked up 67 points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. Those are eye-popping numbers he put up. He couldn't possibly top that tonight, could he? We'll find out together. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Here's P. Covered by Conley. On the wing, Reeves. Launches it. And he knocks it down. Good looking through there from P. P's got 14 points.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Conley. Outside, Towns. Back to Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And finished off by Gobert.
Gobert is a big target, especially when he's roaming around that rim.
P passes to Jones. LeBron with it. Here's P. For the 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 3. For 3. It's hauled in by LeBron.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball, and able to help them close this gap.
And it's in there. He's got 16.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Now here is Conley. He's tightly guarded. Here's Towns. Good D by James.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And that one, good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Reeves against Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Got it off in time. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Jared Vanderbilt out there with Gallinari. And there's Christie. Then it's P. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward position. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Second shot opportunity.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Pass to P. Gets the three-pointer to fall. P's got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers.
You might want to track this guy. Mark him definitely. Just deadly from deep so far.
Reed misses. Los Angeles has gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by, there's the lob to the hoop. It's stolen by Edwards. Shoots the three. The rebound by the Lakers. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Here's Dillingham. That shot off. Excellent D there from P. Clark, obviously, this is a results league for head coaches, and we're always going to see lots of changes at that position.
I think you're exactly right. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I would like to see owners and general managers and decision makers be a little more patient, give coaches a little more runway, but we know it's a results-oriented league, and oftentimes the reality is that it's easier to change one coach than it is perhaps to change a handful of players on a roster that's not performing.
Here's P. This game an incredible scoring display for him. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Vanderbilt the pass to Hachimura. Here's P. And another three for the Lakers.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Some changes for the Lakers. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Gallinari. James comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Austin Reeves in for Christie. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Joe Ingles. Daniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Mike Conley in for Dillingham. .151 left here in the second. Timberwolves trail by 18. Conley with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Here's Towns. No good on that one. Great D that time from James. Lakers leading by 18. And Clark, the debate around Karl Anthony Towns. Is he the greatest shooting big of all time?
Well, look, if you just want to go numbers, it's an emphatic yes. No 7-footer has ever shot it like Cat. Around 40% from three over his career. That's not just a 1 or 2 season deal. That's a multi-year career. So I say yes. Still possessing incredible athleticism. LeBron James, when he attacks like this, you can almost forget about stopping.
Now here's Conley. Not a lot of room. Outside, Towns. Another miss by Towns.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Shot to stop the run. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Lakers have gone 7-9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Chalk up 2 there. Conley's got his second bucket of the night.
Slick move that time by Conley with the rock, carving out some space for himself to get the hoop.
Here's P. A three-pointer, no good. Nick Daniels up top. Off with the layup. And so it's Los Angeles sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
We know the draft's an inexact science, even with all that prep that goes into it. So congrats to the teams that chose these 5 rookies.
Yeah, we've seen scouting make or break a franchise. Hey, it makes or breaks a studio team. Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Lakers.
So, if you've been around this game, you see the trends. What they're doing tonight, that's how a bunch...
And that is it for halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A fantastic game from P in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Some big guys down front on the block. Towns and Gobert. Conley and Edwards are the guards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward. Towns, the pass to Edwards. And here is Conley. Lets it go from deep. And Davis pulls it down.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Edwards. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
That's all weight room right there. Edwards powers through the contact of the hoop and the harm.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his third season. With Edwards, the chance is there. If he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, then he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
And midway through the season now, the power rankings starting to show a more complete picture. Taking a look at Minnesota, they're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
Well, I think for Los Angeles, they've just crushed expectations all season long. Only a few people thought they could sustain this level of excellence, but here they are.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
David, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. Strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Wood, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Vanderbilt comes in for LeBron. Christie subbed in for Austin Reeves. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Alexander Walker's checked in. Conley gets the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
The NBA has seen some iconic personal rivalries over the years, and I'm sure you remember most of them.
Yeah, I do, even those that I wasn't part of as a young basketball player. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness. Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam King.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Wood with the block.
Boy, the length and activity of Wood making a huge impact here.
It's stolen by Edwards. Pass to Conley. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at the Lakers. Very strong season they've had. Always at or near the top of the conference. And right now they're in first place in contention for that. Exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And of course the Minnesota Timberwolves just way behind.
And I think for the Lakers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
And the Lakers making a change here. Gallinari is checked in, and the Timberwolves also making a change. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Mike Conley. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Timberwolves. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. In the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
The Lakers making a switch here. Hayes is checked in. To the inside. Can they get it? Lakers with the rebound.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Here's Towns. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. Lets it go with the three. Gallinari with the rebound. Pass to P. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. P's got 59 points.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, sitting at a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Joe Ingles. McDaniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Mike Conley in for Dillingham. Edwards kicks to Conley. Puts up a three. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Nice to see Conley receive the dime for once. He's normally the one dropping dimes.
We've got Gallinari. Christie is out there with P. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's Hachimura in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. There's the lob to Towns. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Hits it again. Wow.
And he's just roasting the defense on the regular here. This thing special.
A monumental point total. And now he's tied for the most 60-point games in league history. And the foul on Pete. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. The first free throw is good.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
And so Mike Conley nails both of them. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly.
Joe, let's start with you.
Another great game against a fellow top rookie, and it looks like you're a lock to take home Rookie of the Year honors. So with the season winding down and looking back on everything you've accomplished so far, where does dominating your rookie class rank?
Joe, I'm sure you know this, but everything we do every single day is with an eye on our goal of winning a championship. Every game matters, but, you know, the top teams, they know how to approach certain games that means more than others.
But what would winning Rookie of the Year mean?
Well, me winning Rookie of the Year means we've won enough for it to mean something. That's how you build towards a title someday, Bettina. Thank you.
MP.
You earned that one.